Got it. Almost there. Perfect. Now we are live on YouTube. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Here in Immersion, and who maybe is watching us out now on YouTube. So October 8th. Today's a Sunday. I'm here in Osasco, São Paulo, and it's a pleasure being here with you guys. So what is TNT or Talk and Talk? It is a community, a platform for you to practice your English, not only English, but also Spanish, Italian, and French with confidence, no worrying about mistakes. And yeah, just here with good people in a safe community, safe place for you practice without judgment, no, without worrying. And basically that's it. Today the topic is transitions. I hope you like it. Let me see. Copy. And then paste here in the chat. Here we go. Nice. So let me create breakup is small. Let me see. All right, so columns, maybe three groups. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. All right, this run. So guys, accept the invitation. I'm bringing you back for 10 minutes before the end, maybe 5. All right. Enjoy the conversation. Always introduce yourself and choose one person to guide the conversation, to read the questions. This person you will answer the questions, and that's it. So let me know if you have some problems. So I'll see you later, alligator. Enjoy. Bye. So everyone accept the invitation? Yeah, nice. All right, so let's start. Hey Nayara, how are you? And so feel free for introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm great, and well, I am 30 years old. I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I am married, but I don't recommend it. I love my husband, but I don't recommend it. Get married. It's my opinion. But I don't have children. I just have 2 dogs, and I work as a financial analyst. I have a degree in business administration, but I don't like what I do in my job. Maybe in the next year I will try to change my career. I don't know. I'm thinking about. In my free time, I like to stay with my dogs, like walk with my dogs and travel. I love animals, and I like to stay close to the dogs and cats. And yeah, that is me.
Nice. Oh, I'm planning to be in a marriage next year, so I have a fiance now. Yeah, I hope you can have a different opinion, but thank you for your recommendation.
Yeah, it's just my case.
So yeah, but I appreciate it. So okay, Jennifer, would you like to introduce yourself? Uh, okay, she's done. All right, Diane, hello. Feel free for introduce
Hello.
yourself. Hello.
Okay, perfect. Well, my name is Diane. I'm 24 years old. I live in São Paulo, capital. I study psychology. I work in the human resources area as analyst. I have a dog too. She's my partner in the meetings and when I'm working from home too. In my free time, I like to study languages. I've been studying Spanish and English and no new places here in São Paulo. That's where I live. I think that's it.
Nice. Which part of São Paulo do you live?
In the South Zone.
It is like near the line blue in the subway or not?
It's close to the line yellow, It's close
Yellow,
to
yellow.
Villa Sônia too.
Oh
That
yeah, I
is
got it,
the
got it.
West Zone. Hmm.
I think Vila Sônia is a new station, right? Or
Yeah,
I
it's new.
Like see, nice. All right. Hey Jennifer. Oh, no problem. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sim,
Yeah.
I'm Jennifer. I have a 32 year. No, I have no. I'm 32 years old. I live in São Paulo. I have 3 kids and I study data science.
Nice, Jennifer. Nice. All right. And where are you from? I'm sorry if you.
I I live in São Paulo. I wouldn't say.
No, that's okay. All right, Jennifer. Thank you. Would you?
I live in Itaquera.
Ah, Corinthians Itaquera. I see. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. So, in my case, I'm Johnny Harton. I'm 27, and I am Christian. I'm pursuing a master degree in this moment in electrical engineering. I work in Chamber of Electricity commercialization area, and let me see. I like play chess. I have my fiance. She lives in Ilhéus, Bahia. I'm looking forward to meet her in the December. And yeah, that's it. So let's start. Let me see the first question. All right, Nayara, the question number one. What was your best memory from when you were a child?
Okay, for me, it's really difficult to talk about childhood, but I will try. The best memory, I think, was when I was about 6 years old. I live on a dead street. I think in English we say dead street, was in Saída. And there were so many children who live in that street. So in the afternoon and every weekend, everyone went out to the street to play ball and ride bikes and play tag and these things and things like that. And we stayed on the street until the night. So until our moms called to the gate and called our names like, oh, come here. You need to eat something and these things. And I remember that I didn't have cell phone, but I had video games and computer in my house, but I really like to call in to friends to play outside. And I didn't like it when it was raining because we could not go outside. And yeah, nowadays we no longer see children's play on the street, so like we used to. This is really different. So for me, it seems that in the past we could live like children, and nowadays I see like 5 years old children who behave like teenagers, and children who behave like adult. And I think this is really, it's not good. And for me, the best memory is that I could be a child in a real life, with not playing through the screen, because nowadays the children just play like in your cell phones or in computer video games. And for me, the best memory is that just to play like a kid on the street.
Did you born and raised in Floripa?
No, I was born in Santos, São Paulo, but
Oh,
I live here in Joinville since I was 3 years old.
oh, do you
So
like the beach?
it's sorry.
Do you like the beach, like Santos now, Floripa?
Yeah, I like it, but I prefer my city here. It's more, I think it's more safe.
I see. I see. And have you already removed the toe cap? You know, a tampa do dedão. Walk, playing the streets.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, good one. So yeah, I the same was happened to me, and I think it is a good sign of have a good childhood, no good memories. That's amazing. All right, so nice. And how about you, Diane?
It's funny
What is?
because I was
Mhm.
going to mention the same thing that Nayara mentioned about my childhood. I remember when I used to play in the streets with my friends, I used to like start playing with them like very early and stop playing like when was already night, like 7 p.m. or something like that. It was
Yeah.
so good because we used to do a lot of things in the streets without the fear of being robbed or something like that. It was just fun, and we didn't have like cell phones or computers or anything like that. We just played with balls and bikes and everything that was
Uh-huh.
available at that moment. So it was awesome.
Yeah, it is curious to think about this because uh I think we are almost the same age here. So when it was a child, it's not so common to have a cell phone. I remember in
Hmm.
my teenager, they like the Nokia and our
Hmm.
V3, But I don't remember when I was how old I was when I get my first cell phone. Maybe 13, 14 or
Hmm.
later. But yeah, it's not
I
like
I I
today, right?
I think it's because in the past the cell phones was just to call,
Yeah,
so I need to call and I need to use my cell phone. But nowadays we use the cell phone for everything, like everything.
everything
Hmm.
unless to call is rarely someone to use for making call in the phone. But yeah, that's true. Nice. All right. So, and how about you, Jennifer? What was your best memory from when you were a child? Jennifer, you're muted. Did you understand? All right, Jennifer. I don't know if you're talking, but you're muted. Let me know in the chat if you wanna speak in this question, if you wanna say something. All right. About me, uh, I like it. Listen your answers, Nayara and Diane, because I remember here. I live in a it's like a dead street, but it's a how do I say condominium? Like it's only like only on one street. I remember when it was, and I played some soccer in the street, and how can I say esconde? Hiding? I don't know, but was very nice. You hide some houses and some neighbor didn't like it, so but yeah, good memories. I remember to play pong, I don't know, peão, and then small balls, but I never like pipa. A lot of friend of mine like it, but I never enjoyed this kind of play. And yeah, good memories. And all right, so this is good one. Yeah, the second that's question number two. Second one. What is your earliest memory? I have one.
Uh, uh, I think my earliest memory is when I was in my parents' room watching Teletubbies. This is this is This is funny for me because
Teletubbies.
I really like it, Teletubbies,
Yeah.
And I remember my father said goodbye to me because they were going to work,
Mm-hmm.
and I spent the whole day at home watching cartoons and drinking Nescau because I was addicted in Nescau.
Same do I, yeah.
And yeah, I remember that I just spent all the day doing things like that, just watching cartoons on
TV Globinho?
television. Yeah, yeah, TV Globinho. Oh my God, this was really, really good. And we don't have
Yeah,
TV Globinho anymore,
yeah, yeah.
This is terrible. And yes, I think it's that. I think was the good memory that I have in and just watching some cartoons. I think is that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my earliest memory, I remember when I was like maybe less than 1 year, years old, and I remember I was in the park, in the looking the sky. I remember. Oh, wait a sec. Maybe Paulo has some problem. Hmm. Oh, wait a sec, guys. All right. So then I gonna fix. So I remember I was in the park, and I remember to look in the skies in a balloon. And later, I asked for my grandma, for my mother. Oh yeah, maybe it was in some place like you did. I described it. So, but I don't know. It's only some small flashes. So that's it. And how about you, Diane? The question number two.
It's hard for me to answer, but I think that my earliest memory is um, about my first day at the kids' school, kindergarten,
Mm-hmm.
because I remember that was very traumatic for me because I remember going to the school with my parents, and then when I noticed they like left and I was alone in a new place with new people with a lot of kids, and I was like, oh my god, they like abandoned me. I don't know how to say that in English,
Mm-hmm.
and it was traumatic. In the end, my mother was observing me, so she noticed that I started to cry, and you know and she came back to be with me and to take me home again.
Oh,
But anyway, it was traumatic, so I think that's why I have this memory.
I see.
Your mom was so kind because my mom will not do the same. My mom is just go ahead. No, just do
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, it is funny because in general we don't remember too much our first memories. Like
Mhm.
it's curious. I don't remember almost nothing before the 6 years old, maybe only some kinds moments. Yeah, nice. Jennifer, would you like to answer the question number two? All right. So Jennifer, I don't know, put in the chat if you prefer only participate and listen, all right? Or if you wanna say something, just open your microphone. All right. So, all right, Nayara, I'm curious to know this about you because you say some things in your tradition. So, question number three: how would you change your life if you could? And what is the biggest change would you like to make to your life?
Okay. I I think I can be honest. I like to be honest, and I like
Mm-hmm.
to say the truth. At least in English, in Portuguese, maybe I will not say these things, but I'm here
Uh-huh.
to practice my English, so it's okay.
Yeah, nice.
So I think I would not having got married, and
Mm-hmm.
I would not have a dog because I have two dogs. And I want to say that I love my dogs and I love my husband, but sometimes I can do many things because them. you know, for example, I want to study in another country. So how am I going to travel and live there than here? You
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes I
Yeah.
think like that. And yeah, I wished I have thought more with my head and less with my heart. I think when I was younger, I thought too much with my heart, and I wish I focused more on my studies
Mm-hmm.
and thought about more about myself, and didn't care so much about other people would think of me. And
Yeah.
because this year I changed a lot, and I realized that, oh, I can do everything that I want to do, but I just I no need to care about the other opinions, and this really changed my life this year when I stopped to care about what other people will think about me. And yeah, I think I will change this. I am a shy person in
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese, but I'm trying to change. And I sometimes I think, oh, if I was more extroverted person, maybe I was achieve some goals that I didn't achieve yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think is that I'm not saying that marriage it's a bad idea, but I think you feel like, oh, I can go to travel for some places because I have my responsibilities here in my city, in my house. I don't know. For me, it's difficult. I'm thinking about this now because I really want to study in another country, for example. And sometimes I think, oh, but how I can do this is it's really difficult because I really love my dogs and I want to be stay close to my dogs. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I can change this now.
Oh yeah. You're say something that is important to for we think like, yeah, we need to measure to our consequences because uh when you are in some phase in your life, yeah, it is not easy for you make some take some another risks, like you have more responsibility and all. This is like the adult life uh require this of us. So yeah, we need to think carefully, not only by our emotions before we take some great some big decisions in your life. So I think you never do we don't have to do this with our head hot. I don't know how to translate the expression in English. So but yeah, and for how many years are you have been in a marriage? Like,
I have been with my husband for 12 years,
mm-hmm,
but I in marriage for 4 years. I'm
mm-hmm.
living in the same house that my
Uh,
husband.
I see. You was not so younger than when
N-
you be because
No,
I know some girls like 18, 19. So I see. All right. Thank you for your honest answer, and I appreciate it. So thank you for sharing. All right. Uh, so let me see, Diane. Yeah, the question number 6 for you. What do you think are the biggest transitions in a person's life? Which is the most important?
Um, I think maybe there's two. The first one, I think that is when you leave high school, when you go to the university. At least
Yeah.
for me, this was a great mark, in my life because
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of changes with that, like my personal life, in my relationships, in my way of thinking about everything. So I think that this first moment, and the second one is when you leave your parents' house. I think that is the
Mm,
moment that you feel that you are adult, like okay, now I'm fully responsible for my bills. I need to work. I'm all by myself, so I need to be more responsible and everything related to this. So I think that these two moments are the most important ones and the ones that make more changes, in a person's life. And at least for me, it was like this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to leave my mother's house, not because I want to live alone. I have some friends they wish this to live alone, but not only for this independence, but because I want to be in a marriage. So yeah, it's really tough, really difficult to be in a long distance relationship.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm I don't I'm looking forward to see the time. I'm planning to change for some place here near here where I live today. Yeah, but I think I agree with you. When we go in for the college, when first of all we need to make a choice. Oh, what will be my major? It is a difficult choice,
Mhm.
Uh, and yeah, so and then I see. I think if you go to have your own family, or even if you want living alone, by yourself. Then, do you live with your parents or live alone?
No, I've been living with my partner. We are
No,
not
I see.
married,
Mm-hmm.
but I live with him. It's
Mm-hmm.
been 2 years that we live together.
I see. See. Nice. All right.
But if you live with your partner and you say that you are not married, but you say like you need to official, like you need to official your marriage just because that you are not. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I consider that we are just boyfriends because we are not married in the paper. If you think about the day by day, we do live as married couple, but we don't consider ourselves like how husband and wife, because we are not married in the paper. But that's true. If you see like in a normal routine, we do live like a, a married couple, but we are
Yeah,
not.
because I think this is a great question, because
Hmm.
I'm not married on the paper, but it's my husband because he lives with me every day and we need to share our expenses and everything. Like we live like we are married. So
Hmm.
I think I know that it's real. Sometimes I know what you want to say because we have this culture here to
Hmm.
for you be married you need to uh, write this in a paper. So
Hmm.
yeah, but I think we are married when we are living together, and this kind of put on in the paper is just to formality, I don't know, formalidade.
Hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's complex, but makes sense.
Yeah. Nice. Good. Good. Uh, Let me see. All right. So, Jennifer, are you there? All right. So, let me see. Hmm.
I would like to answer the question number 6
Oh,
because
yeah.
because because I think it's a good question.
Nice. So go ahead for make a choice.
Because I have been through so many things this year, and maybe the most of people will answer about leave your parents' house or get a job, or I don't know. But for me, the biggest transitions in a person's life, in my point of view, of course, is when they discover themselves. like
Mm,
discover that the most important person in their lives is themselves, and start to chase their own dreams, stop to put in their husband or children or whatever it is in the first place, and start to prioritize yourself, and start
mm-hmm,
to study and work with what you like it, and take more care of your healthy and love yourself before anyone else. And I believe that is the greatest transformation in a person's life, when this person realize, oh my god, I can do everything that I want. Is just a choice that I need to choose, and when we start to thinking about it, I think everything changing in your life.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think this is the biggest transactions for a person, when they start to realize that, oh, I can do everything, just depends on me, because sometimes people, I deserve earn more money in my job, for example,
Mm-hmm.
but what you're doing for it,
Yeah.
because sometimes people like to complain, and oh my god, my job is not good, but what
Mm-hmm.
you're doing to change your life. And I think the point is that you need to do
Good.
something for you. And yeah, I think is that.
Yeah, good, good. I think you're right. So yeah, some people think uh some people simple give up of your dreams, like they don't work hard to save money to, oh, you're gonna go to another country. Oh, it's expensive, right? But just save money, make a project, put in the paper. Because some people don't organize yourself. Don't they only wanna to going out to spend money in the parties and the expensive restaurant. So I think when you have a clear objective in your life and clear goal, I remember I made a work exchange for was my first time when I fly in an airplane, and I was in an internship and I saved like all my 2 years. Of course, I separate some money to help in my home also, but my house, but like 80% of my salary was to the exchange. Was amazing experience in my life. And yeah, definitely, if you I think some people think also, after you been a marriage, it's impossible to do some things. I think you're not gonna lose your individually. You can keep your dreams. Of course, some of these dreams need to be adapted, because not so simple like as a single. But I think it is not impossible. And I say for my fiance, oh, I like to keep in my dreams, and I would like to encourage her to keep her dreams also. And yeah, I think these are important for keep us alive and have a clear. I remember when I is was a big sacrifice for saving money when you has a clear goals in your mind. For example, in this moment, I mean, I'm all my investment are going to my apartment. It's a pleasure. Like I can't think, oh, it's a big bill. But yeah, nowadays, if you're not a rich, you need to to buy the things in this way. But this motivated me to encourage me to keep working. And sometimes I feel a little anxious because, oh, imagine if I lost my job. But as a Christian, I try to rest in God and know He's in the control. And yeah, I consider myself very blessing to have these accesses, and to talk in English was a big change in my life, because it's like a new world you can touch. You can all of the things are in English, so you don't need to wait for it to be translated in your mother language. Yeah. So
Yeah,
good luck.
I
Go ahead,
think
man.
when we talking about romantic relationship, I think this is important that you two are in the same page. If you have
Yeah.
the same thought, I think the everything it's gonna work it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, Diane, let me ask you. Question number 10. What advice would you give to someone who hates change? Like, some people persons uh like to be in a comfortable zone, like they don't like to move. Uh, so what is your advice?
Okay, let me think. Uh, I think that changes are good for us to n- learn new things and at the same time know new people, And I think that this is good in a lot of ways. Like, for example, in the professional life, I think that if you want to increase in your salary or if you want to like be promoted, I think that it's mandatory for you to to leave your comfort zone, to make some changes in your activities, in the things that you are doing. It's not, it's like mandatory for you to move in. And I think that it's the same in our personal life. Like, for example, if you're facing like a depression or something like that, you will need to change your habits, or I don't know, search for a professional to take care of your health in order to get some changes. It's necessary
Mm-hmm.
to leave your comfort zone, to see new paths, to get new results. So I think that's mandatory. I don't know. I don't know how a person can like think that this is bad or can avoid changes, because this is so essential to everything that we do in our life. And even the small changes that we do in our daily life, I think that they are common. So it's hard to be against changes. And the result sometimes is not that good, but even with bad results, we can learn new things. So it's necessary.
Yeah, amazing. I I was thinking like a caterpillar to before to become in a butterfly. She
Mm-hmm.
needs to hurt herself, like your breakup, to
Mm-hmm.
sometimes these transitions, these changings can hurt you, can hurt us, can, but
Mm-hmm.
it's necessary, like when it was a baby in your mother's womb in the belly, like we need to live in this comfort zone. It's warm. We need to come to this world to facing our challenge. I think this help us to improve ourselves. To like when you go to another country, it is, you are not uh in your mother language, so it is difficult. You need to pass for facing your, sometimes you're shy, or uh, the troubles in a second language. Is this helps a lot for you improve yourself and to take your things in your own time. And yeah, nice. Nayara, would you like to add something to this
No,
question?
it's just because you said about caterpillar and butterfly, and I remember Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right. So let me see. Hey, let me create the question now. Sometimes you feel, I don't know. Oh, I sometimes I consider myself, I'm getting older. I'm close more than the 30s than the 20s now, and I think, the time is moving too fast. So, uh, I don't know. Do you think, are you uh enjoying your time on Earth, wisdomly? I don't know, like, because I think it is very uh short, like I think we need to be wisdom with our time here. What's your opinion, Nayara, about this?
I don't know if I understand your question, but you said about if I am enjoying the life that I'm having now.
Yeah, this lot, like, not a was a clear question, was more of one thing that I to, because in general a lot of young guys and girls, they only go want to spend your time in a responsible way, like they don't care about the future, because I think a good time here for us, we are young, it is to we have more energy, try to do the best thing as you can, because when you get older, even if you want to do this more things simultaneously, it is more
It's
complicated,
difficult. Yes,
yeah,
yes, because our bodies is not
yeah,
so healthy. Maybe.
that's
Yes,
it.
I understand. Um, well, I think it's important to think about the future,
Hmm.
but in the same time, it's important to enjoy your moment, and
Yeah,
because I am an anxious person and I'm always thinking the future, like, oh, tomorrow I need to work and I need to do so many activities, and oh my
yeah,
god, what I have to do. And my therapist always says to me that I need to live the present. The present is everything that you have now. So
yeah.
okay, I know that I need to care about the future, but sometimes I just want to relax, because we have a lot of informations, new informations all the time,
Totally.
and I feel so exhausted in the end of the day, because oh my god, I need to work to save money, but also I need to take care of my house, I need to clean my house, and I need to play with my dogs, and I need to care of my husband, and all the things that we have to do during the day. And I need to think about the future too. It's so, oh my god,
Too much
I don't
pressure.
know. I don't know. I know that it's important. So I'm trying to save more money, because I like to spend my money with things that I don't really need. And I'm trying to change it. But I think it's important
Hmm.
to do something. For example, I want to have better quality of life. So I
Hmm.
start to study English this year, and I'm planning to travel abroad next year,
Yeah.
or do some course in another country. So I think it's important to plan what you want to do. But sometimes you just need to enjoy the moment that
Hmm.
we have now, and be grateful for the things that we are already have. Because sometimes, oh, I want to buy something, I don't know, I want to buy a new car or a house and these things, but we forgot to be grateful for the things that we already have, that we are
Hmm.
already achieve. So yeah, I think each one has your process, and we
Yeah.
are in the right time for
Hmm.
us, and I think is that.
Yeah, amazing. I totally agree with you, because I think the key it is you need to know how to balance. You need to be responsible with your future, but of course you can't forget to live the here right now. Like I think, like, for example, when I receive my salary, I try to 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 separate a little for I spend, because if it's too much boring, you work, you only you don't know when if if you're gonna die tomorrow, so
Yeah.
I think you need to spend with yourself, with something that you want. But of course this has a limit, you can be crazy, you need to think to plan your future. I think the key is you need balance. You need enjoy the present, but of course to plan your future.
Yes,
No.
and you need to live your life the way that you like it, because
Hmm.
sometimes people say, "No, you are 30 years old, so you need to buy a house and buy a car and have a family and have kids." The things that this is it's not like that. It's your
Yeah.
life. You choose what you want for your life.
Perfect. Yeah. Sometimes the society. Oh, when you are single. Oh, when you plan to be have a dating to marriage, and then when you find someone that you like, oh, now you need to be in a marriage, and then all right, you're gonna marriage, and then oh, when the kids will come, and then so every time they are current, they don't know, they don't do this stuff in a bad way, but sometimes we need to filter these stuff because we can feel crazy. So you has your own life, you need to make your own choices without because oh, my parents want, just yeah. All right. So, oh, time is flee. Diane, the question number 13. What has changed in your life compared to 10 years ago? So when you was 14, all right?
Yes, I think that a lot of things changed because I was a teenager. Nowadays, I consider myself a young adult.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, I have more responsibility. I think that I am more mature.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I am more skeptical about people, about everything, about theories and everything. I think that I was very, oh my God, I forgot the word in English, ingenuous. Um,
Good
I really
one. Let me.
forgot. I
Mm-hmm.
I do know this word, but I forgot. When I was younger, I was more in general. But nowadays, I think that I'm more skeptical. I think that I am more smart too. I have learned a lot of things because I have read a lot of books and studied a lot. So I think that things has changed for better. So, but in general, everything's changed, like financially, personally, everything.
And the word, I think it is naive. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is the word.
Naive, right?
Naive.
Nice. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. And how about
Danny, when did you start studying English?
Good question. I have started by myself. I have started with 14 years old, but I studied by myself, so it was not constant. But I do focused on learning like 2 years ago, like focused, like listen to podcasts, studying by with some books and everything. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, I'm asking because I love your English, your pronunciation. It's really good, and I really like to see when a girl talk like that. It's really important to me.
Really, thank you. I feel very insecure about my English. I need to confess. In my work, I need to use my English and I need to talk with some natives and everything. And I always feel so like struggle, because I don't know. I feel insecure. Sometimes I forget the words and everything. So it's very good to hear that because I'm feel better, with my English.
nice, nice girls. Oh, let me bring the guys back. So, closer room. All right. So, yeah, I'll have you like 1 minute if you don't want to appear. So, would you like to say something, Nayara, about the question 13, maybe?
Um, yeah, I think now I feel a better person, like, but for me, because I achieved so many goals this year, and I was able to do a interview in English, and it was so special for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I start to think about my life, just to improve my life. And in the past, I never think about these things, like to do another course or to learn another language. And I think that I was not able to learn to speak in English. So for me, just to be to stay here now and talk, and I am able to have this conversation. For me, it's really important. And I think in the past, I will not able to do the things that I'm doing now. So yeah, I changed a lot this year.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Nayara, for your great answers. And yeah, it was a good conversation. And welcome back, everyone. So I know the time is flees. Yeah, the subject is was nice. I hope here in the main room was amazing. And but I'm curious to know about you guys. But let me just put here in the chat. Oh, I don't know why my link doesn't work in LinkedIn. But the first link it is about the survey. So please don't forget to give your opinion. Your feedback is very important for us. It's anonymous. And the second one is my LinkedIn. If you want to connect it with me for there, it'll be a pleasure. All right. All right. So Wanda, just please, I think you are one of the most uh, woman who enjoy talk and talk. I see you in a lot of meetings, you know. So go ahead, just tell me how was the conversation?
You had a really good conversation. The subject is totally interesting because you brought for us many things for changing, for thinking about changements. Thank you for the
A
subject.
pleasure. A pleasure, Wanda. Hey, Wanda, by the way, I think this day I was watching a video with a shark and I remember, you know. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
love of the shark.
Yeah. All right. So great, Wanda. And Raul Nunes. So tell me, how was the experience for you? So how was the conversation?
It was really good. We had fun. We talked about marriage and having kids and our experiences in these areas, and
Hmm.
we were discussing, oh, do you want to have kids? Don't you want to have kids? Were you married? How was your marriage? And stuff like that. So it was a really nice conversation. I had a great time.
Nice. How yeah, was the same here in the main room because we are in different phase of our lives. Someone already in a marriage. I mean, looking for being in a marriage. So it is curious to see different point of views, you know. So yeah, thank you, Raul and Paulo or Mano. That's right. So feel free for share your thoughts.
Yes, yes. Paulo Urbano.
Mano. All right.
Was a very good conversation about important topics. And I really enjoyed it, and I also learned a lot from my colleagues. And I'm looking excited for the next opportunity. It's all.
You are muted, Johnny.
Thank you, Raul. I was saying I really recommend to Imersão of Bruno. Is one friend of mine here is on Talk and Talk. The guy is amazing. So Saturday 9 a.m. So I really recommend because this guy has a good vibe, you know. So I think you're gonna like the topics also that he brings, and also my host my meeting all every Sunday here, and of the other guys during the week, they're amazing people. Oh, and that's it. So let me ask you, Maria Eugenia. So feel free for share your thoughts, your opinion about the conversation.
It was good. um,
All right.
uh, I agree with Raul, and I'm sorry I forgot the name. Gabriel.
Gabriel and Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I studied with Gabriel in Avenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He brings you for here on TNT.
He remembered because my name is not common, I think, and it's a pleasure.
Nice, Maria. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, nice. All right, then how about you, Alex or Alex? So are you there?
Uh,
Oh yeah, you're there.
I am Benigno, yeah, but I managed to understand some sentence.
Alex, is difficult to understand you. I think your audio for me is a little difficult to listen you.
Ah,
But
I am Benigno, yeah, But you manage to understand some sentence.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay,
Okay.
Alex. Mm-hmm. Uh, okay. And how about you, Nayara? Would you like to say something for the guys? What did you think about the topic or anything you'd like to share?
Yes, was really amazing. I loved talking about feelings and how is the real life, because sometimes people like to come here and social media and just say about the good things, like, oh, my marriage, it's like a paradise and everything, it's really good, but this is not true. And yeah, I love it. It's really good to stay here with you and all of you guys. It was really, really important to me, and thank you so much.
Nice. And Diane, how about you?
It was perfect too. Thank you so much for the topics, for the conversation. For me, it was very interesting to talk about my routine, my life too. I think that it's important to talk about like topics that are familiar in our day by day, because sometimes we talk about abstract topics and it's not so useful in our routine. So this conversation, it was very helpful.
Nice. And I really appreciate guys for your presence here. I wish you the best. Another week is coming and enjoy. Take a rest in the rest of this Sunday. And thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. And I hope to see you next week.